fantastic performance by the Sound of North marching band from Columbus North.
It's fantastic.
Welcome back, everybody, to Max Andrus Field. It's going to be a beautiful night for football here. Slight wind out of the south to the north, and hopefully the rain's going to hold off here, John, and we're going to have a full, uneventful night of football.
And they're getting ready to do it, Coach. We didn't get this in last week because we had some technical difficulties, but they're getting ready to play your song. A little bit of Metallica never hurt anybody. North getting ready to take the field. Should be a great night for football, and we're excited to be here. We'll take Coach's view on who's going to win this one here in a minute. Really, the kind of the tale of two different games last weekend. North came out. They played a good team from Gibson Southern and a really good quarterback and shut them down. Played nearly, I thought, pretty close to a great game. And the Olympians, they just kind of struggled, right? They're a really good football team, and they're going to have a great night tonight. But they had penalties and a few fumbles and never really had the best field position, and so they have some work to do tonight. I'm guessing they're going to come out here tonight and make up for it, Coach.
They usually do. You can usually throw out all the rules when it's North versus East.
Yep.
Week 2.
Big rivalry night. This is great. Great football.
North coming off a big win, as Coach John said, off of number 5 in 3A, Gibson Southern, last week. And East looked solid last week, but lost a close one to a strong team at home against Whiteland. Introducing the North starters now. Certainly different feel tonight, Coach. There's 250 fans per side, and usually there are 8,000 plus in the stadium for a Northeast game. So I'm glad we're able to play ball, but certainly a different feel so far this evening.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Obviously, people trying to stay healthy, and we know we got a lot of people streaming, so that'll be fun.
Certainly do appreciate the opportunity provided by our sponsors to be able to stream the game to you at home tonight for the ball game.
Dawson, I love him.
John, there's no doubt that Blake Huffman's going to be the primary ball carrier for the Dogs tonight. How do you anticipate the O's on the other side stacking up against him? Do you think they'll load the box and give up the pass and try to stop Blake, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this Huffman kid's a great player. Watching the highlights a few times, I think the Olympians have a good chance to stack up the middle, but they had a really hard time on the edge. I thought they were pretty stout up the middle against Whiteland, but most of the yards that they gave up were on the outside, kind of over the tackle to the tight end, and I think that's where they got to, their outside linebackers and their corners got to have a great night. They got to come up and play stout defense. I think if I'm the Olympians, on the other hand, I'd come out. There was a few things North did on defense. They certainly shut the kid from Gibson Southern down deep. He didn't pass the ball much, but that Gibson Southern team dropped about 10 balls inside the 7 to 8 yard range. I think the Olympians, if they come out and mix up the offense, they actually have an opportunity here. They can run it a little bit, they can pass it a little bit. I don't know if they'll do that, but I think there was an opportunity last week against North that was lost because there were so many drop balls by Gibson Southern. So I think the Olympians have a chance here and can come out and do some real good damage.
And certainly Coach Gaddis and his staff have reviewed the film and noticed those underneath routes were open against the Dogs last week, and see if they can capitalize on that. East, however, last week they spread the ball out a little bit more than the primary running back. Villarreal and McDonald both split carries. I noticed several cramps last week from the Olympians, which is pretty typical for early season football. Hopefully they can. This week, of course, has been warmer than last, Coach. So hopefully the kids have taken heed to the advice of the athletic trainers and sports medicine doctors and hydrated a great deal this week.
Yeah, we start telling these kids when they're 8, 9, 10 years old to drink more fluids, and there's not you can't get enough water in the system this time of year. It's really hard to stay hydrated, and we hope everybody stays healthy tonight. But we did see some of that last week. We saw a little bit less of it from North. Certainly in the East game, we saw quite a bit of it. So both sides, both Whiteland and East, had some dehydration issues. So hopefully that goes away tonight. We'll have a great game.
Hey, big rivalry game tonight. Hey, the Olympians owe the Bulldogs a big one. Who do you think's gonna win tonight, Keith?
No doubt.
Hey, big rivalry game tonight. Hey, the Olympians owe the Bulldogs a big one. Who do you think's gonna win tonight, Keith?
No doubt. I think North.
They need to get the ball down there as far as they can. Last week they played a field position game, didn't do as well. North kicks it a long way, so we're hoping that they'll keep that up, show us how to kick the ball. I think they probably have the advantage of the kicking game.
Keaton Castetter deep for the Dogs and Blake Huffman. Here we go, week 2, crosstown confrontation, East versus North. Thanks for joining us online. And the kick is away.
Squaber. Oh,
Hops up to Huffman. He's going to pick it up and come down to the near side, 25 to about the 30-yard line where he's brought down.
Really good coverage. So, Coach, let's both chime in here. Who you like tonight?
Well, Coach, I'll tell you, Columbus North looked awfully strong last week. It's hard to ignore that. I think it's going to be a game up front, and whoever establishes the line of scrimmage will win the game. I think it'll be close. They always are. But I think the advantage lies right now with the boys in blue.
Okay. Home field then. You give a couple points to home field?
Couple home field points.
All right.
Twins to the field formation. Hammond's in the gun. Huffman directly behind. Tight end right. Give us to Huffman, inside zone. He's going to dive ahead for about 4 yards.
Yeah, he rolls for 4. I tell you, for me, it comes down to what the Olympians are going to do on offense the first or second series. If they can go out and score on the first series, mix up their offense a little bit, and not just drive it straight at them, do some unique things that they maybe put some wrinkles into it, and they can get out to a quick start. I think the Olympians have a great chance to win this ball game. It'd be a huge win for them coming off of last week's disappointment.
He gave this to Huffman again. He's got one man to beat. He's coming down the sideline across the 45, 50, steps out of bounds for about a 15-yard gain by Blake Huffman. Ball on the 49-yard line of the O's.